Although Horia tried to stabilize Elaine's mentality, in fact Elaine's mentality at this time had collapsed. To put it bluntly, she does have a set of mahjong, but the brand is really stinky. The biggest problem is not being able to lose, and all emotions are on her face. For example, she would be excited for a long time if she slapped her A***, but when her card happened to be stopped by someone else, she would grin and wait for her to be eaten alive. She won 3 laps, and finally won more than 300,000, but she lost 2 big ones at once. Naturally, it was very uncomfortable. Not only did she win 300,000 and lost all, she also lost 200. In the early days, this really lost half of her life savings. Elaine hasn't made much money in her life, and her husband has no skills, so it is very rare to save 2 million. When she was buying P2P financial management, she almost lost a lot of money. Fortunately, Charlie came forward and asked for the profit. Later, she even misrepresented her daughter's rent refund of more than 100,000, plus the little money that Jacob made by dumping antiques, and the total amount was 2 million. As a result, in the 2 cards games, they were almost all lost. Seeing that her face was green, Leanne deliberately agitated her and said, "Sister Elaine, do you still want to play? You don't feel sorry for the money, right? Only more than 2 million, you can even afford Thompson's first product. The big villa, isn't this little pocket money for you? Play. Why don't play?" Elaine's face twitched slightly, and said, "This little money is not a problem, mainly for fun. Let's continue. Just to be happy? Money doesn't count." The other 2 followed. At this time, Elaine had no idea that the other 3 not only cooperated with each other, but also calculated her to death. This automatic mahjong table, when shuffling the cards, you can directly shuffle the cards according to the predetermined plan. Even throw the dice can be controlled. In this way, Leanne can distribute the cards she wants to everyone in accordance with her own requirements. In the last hand, Elaine got the card, but the 60,000 and 90,000 were already divided by the other 3 people. Therefore, Elaine's card was already a dead end as long as the 3 of them didn't fire a gun. She can never win. But Elaine doesn't know this. After Elaine got the Tianting card, she was naturally confident. Although she didn't win in the end, she also felt that she just missed the goal. It was this mentality that made her more impulsive to fight. Next, Leanne used her mobile phone to control the mahjong machine and gave Elaine a little water. Elaine won 2 hands in a row, both hands were neat, but there is nothing to do, winning is just a tea. Therefore, Elaine only 100,000 won in total with the 2, which is a drop in the bucket compared to what she lost. Elaine's mentality has become more unstable. Losing 2 can lose more than 2 million, and winning 2 can only win 100,000. Is this too disgusting? Can't she let herself fight 2 big ones? Thinking of this, she gritted her teeth, ready to smash to the end with these 3 people. The game continues. With this hand, Elaine has 3 east, 3 west, 3 south and 2 north, and the other 2 are 2 red. Elaine was stunned when she saw this deck of cards. This deck of cards is Tianting again, winning the 2. More importantly, if you can get a north wind, it will be 3 in the south, east and north. This is a big 4. The big 4 can win the biggest number. If you can touch a north wind, you can return 2 million. Thinking of this, she shouted directly with excitement, and then began to feel the north wind. She felt that whether it might not be of much use to others, and ordinary people would definitely type it out after taking it, so even if she couldn't touch it, she could at least wait for others to fire it. However, how did she know that this hand was already done? The north wind and hangzong that she needs are all in the hands of Nivea. That is to say, like the previous hand of the day, her hand is a dead end that can never be won. Elaine waited hard for north wind and hangzong. She waited for several rounds and didn't wait until after Leanne drew a card. She knocked it down and said with a smile, "Oh, I'm drawing it myself again. This time it's in front of the gate. A total of 48 times, clear, all, and right." Nivea saw that she was touching 6 of them, and hurriedly said, "Oh, Sister Leanne, you are the last 6. I have 3 in my hand." You are over the moon. Oh, it's really the moon. Lien happily clapped her hands and said, then add 8 times, 56 times for a family, or 560,000. Elaine felt dizzy. Only 200,000 are left in her own bank card, and this one loses another 560,000. How can she afford it? Elaine couldn't help pulling Horaya over, and asked in a low voice, Sister-in-law, tell you the truth, I don't have much money, can you lend me a little? Horaya cursed secretly in her heart that deserved it, but said in a pretentious manner, Sister, I don't have this, you don't know the situation of the Wilson family. Elaine hurriedly asked, No, you and your eldest brother went to see the villa last time. Anyway, an old villa costs more than 10 million? Can you borrow hundreds of thousands? Horaya sighed and said, the money was all taken away by the dead Lady Wilson to fill the hole in the Wilson group. Elaine said anxiously, then what should I do? I don't have enough money to give. If I can't continue to fight, what can I do to turn over?